Okay, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. So, today's project, we're gonna move away from over here. Actually, we gotta do one thing over here first before we think about starting this new project. There's no graveyard over here! It's being noticed. So we're gonna put a little road off like this. And then we're gonna build a graveyard. And because there's not enough green in the road, we're gonna be going like this. So, today's project, as I said, I don't think there's enough green in this city. So we will be building a green pedestrian zone. So for those of you that don't know what a pedestrian zone is, it's one of the new DLCs. Well, it's not really new anymore, I guess. It was new, once upon a time. And we're basically going to take that and use it to build a new a brand new pedestrian area that's part of the Green Cities DLC, so I'm basically combining two DLCs here. And the reason being is I find those cities very bleh right now. Like, it's not bad, it just could definitely use some green. And I definitely think I can add some green to the city. So we're gonna do that. Remember, the more green, ultimately, the better. Because it creates some happiness in the city, you know? People want to go shopping and pass rose bushes and trees and all that. Yeah, and a graveyard. Who doesn't want to walk past a graveyard? Alright. And then, I'm gonna put some of these big trees right at the highway and around the road here, just to fill in a bit of that open area. There we go. I would put an eating area, but putting an eating area by a cemetery feels wrong to me. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, step one, and I'm gonna be severely judged for this, is I need all these trees gone. Usually when I would remove this much trees, I'd do it off camera, but sadly that's not an option. Okay, well, you know what? We'll build and then remove the trees, because it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna full speed it, that way the need for stuff grows. Alright. So up here, Grove intersection, which is costly. And then we're gonna upgrade these to 2 lanes. I do this every time because it lets us play with rain magic. Well, rain math, but I call it magic because it might as well be. And what do we have here? There's something here. Oh, a little bit of oil. There's not enough to make that worth it. Okay. So, first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna build this straight on like this. I'm gonna build this straight out. I don't want to destroy that rock formation. And it's gonna go down like this, up like this, section over like this. And then this will go down like that. This area here is going to be a small little shopping zone. That's going to serve the two areas. And then this area here is going to be an industry zone. As well as a bit of shops. Well, offices, sorry, not shops. The reason for this being, we need more money. And I have 4 million sitting down there. Don't look at that. Money is what pays for things. Like, now I'm just spitting out obvious. But it's true. So, if things aren't paid for, then, you know, we hit that issue of, oh crap, how do I keep expanding? But if things are paid for, we don't really have to worry about that issue. And that's what I want. I don't want to have to worry about that issue. So if we don't have to, we're not going to. So here is gonna be some offices. This will create an automatic buffer. And then past the offices will be industry. You know exactly what you're getting into. Little development square. This also just gives jobs. We need jobs. Jobs are important. So, and then we're going to go down here, take this road, and put it all the way just past this rock formation down here, down like that, and it's gonna go all the way up. Like such. Upgrade these to roads of trees. And then back here is just gonna be a normal 6-lane. Yeah, you guys are gonna need water. So, that area will grow in. Yeah, there's gonna be some pollution, but we needed to make more goods anyways. Now the highway here is gonna be very important as well. But we're gonna upgrade these. Because the highway here, we're gonna make a small little intersection here. That's going to be where it exits off of. And this is going to be the main entrance of the new area. No. Entrance we want cars to take. Yes, it's using my signature roundabout. I've used it a bunch. I love this entrance. Find if something works, stick with it. Don't try to complicate things if you don't need to. That, and right here, I'm gonna go like that. Now, if you don't need to complicate something, don't. You find something works, stick with it. turn off road guidelines because it will break here. Yep, it's already struggling. What's bugging you? Oh my goodness. Okay, I will fix the tunnel. Don't worry. Tunnel will be fixed. Didn't even notice that. And from here, the highway is going to go underground. No, wait, this time I made sure it's symmetrical. Oh. Arrow to arrow, and same thing over here, arrow to arrow. Alright, hold on. $360. There we go. Symmetrical. And for now, we're gonna completely take out all the trees in this area. And to destroy this. Also, actually, fat, do some terrain work because I need it to be flat down there. In order to do this part. About there. And go up. This hill needs to be flattened back way more. Sorry, train bridge. we go. That's not bad. I'll probably move these tools. Ah, the tools are doing fine. We'll see. We might move them, we might not. Okay. I'm gonna go back to building up to ecozone. So the entrance to the ecozone will start there. And go to about here. Right to the railroad, I'm thinking. Like right about to there. I can keep that square. Back up this railroad. I don't think I can build a railroad yet. Yeah, in order, I have to construct a train station. Boom. Goodbye. Straight across. Okay. Then over here, I want you to go over the highway, but not with that bridge. Bam, bam, bam. That one. Because I like the yolks of that one. Then it's gonna go out. Then it's gonna connect. And then this is gonna be a way out of the eco zone. Okay! So this little box here does not actually make all of the eco zone. It's then gonna extend over here and go all the way out to here, like this, and that marks the end of the eco zone. So all of this will make for one giant eco area. So the thing about the eco zone and why it's designed the way it is, there's actually a massive buffer in between it and everywhere else. So the idea is that in this buffer there'll be a bunch of trees that's going to make it feel like separate areas. Okay, I'm gonna build up. So Rockton Hills over here, by the way, just so everyone knows, is going to be a small shopping mall area. And it's gonna have not our open air malls or malls of Marvel, because that place is huge. just gonna have a road grocery store. That way it's accessible to the giant food. There. My god, English. The reason this is being built here like it is because I want it to be nearby the eco area, just so as people undoubtedly, you know, come over there and need food, they can have a quick grocery store nearby. Quick food stop. Stop and go. Yeah, did price a very expensive building to upkeep. Okay. Anyways, we will fill this in supermarkets in a bit. We'll finish this area, but for now, I just want to make sure that the buffers areas are ready. That way, once things do start growing in, we don't have to worry about, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, the issues that will be caused by having this new area open up. So you're gonna find that the new area, as successful as it will be, will spend a lot of their time not in that area. Everything will be accessible, but sometimes that doesn't mean that's where you go to shop. We are also gonna stick some housing in there. Yeah, but here comes the stores. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now we need to go trees and start clearing out the trees in the eco area. This is a process. This might take a minute. Sorry, this is the non-fun part. Clearing out all these stinking trees. I need open canvas. Also surprised to see vehicles are already using the new highway area, especially with this area not open yet. Because so, this area that we're clearing off now will be the main, like, tourist part of the eco zone. And then we're gonna have a high density living area, a low density living area, and then a little shopping area. But I want this area to feel secluded from the town. I am going to actually extend this out a little bit to about there. And then it's going to go up like that. So we're going to extend our eco zone's corner out a bit. This will make sense later. Okay, so this will be named the Royalwoods. Eco zone. Because I can. So some of the policies here will include heavy traffic ban, encourage biking, no loud noises at night, and Old Town. Combustion engine ban. And there we go. Alright, now let's fill in the wooded areas. So I want a mix of trees. I don't want just one type. We're gonna go around. Get some pink in here. Alright, this is the wrong area. We want them up here. And I want some big trees. Fill up the area. And then I think we want some spruce to fill in the gaps. I don't mind a couple down trees, but this is an extreme. All of this. Ridiculous. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of closed in by trees completely surrounding it. And we're gonna Oh my goodness, look at this. This is concerning. I want to know what happened here. Okay, and then I just want to go up and clean up my campus. And then these rows of trees, I'm actually gonna put like this California tree feel to it. I want the focus of this area to be the fact that the roads have a lot of trees, and that's okay. I also kind of want you to know that you're entering the area. Okay, we're gonna start by building up over here, because over here is not actually gonna have anything too fancy. This is gonna be a small area where if you own cows and want to keep your cows at home, you may. I want biking roads. So we do have encouraged biking set. my goodness, game. I wasn't trying to do all that damage. Now my trees are ruined. This is gonna stay traffic, right? I don't think traffic will be too bad in this area though, mainly because well, it's not really gonna be reasons. So we're gonna put a small shopping zone there. Actually, I don't want it to be that big. I'm gonna put it on the corners here, like that. And then so this area, if they have cars, they want houses, they can build them. But for the rest of this square, not gonna quite be. Also, actually, I am going to change how this is laid out a little bit. We're going to move it back a bit. And then clear out this area here and do the same for high density housing. So officially, this area won't be officially in the eco zone, but it will be officially in the eco zone. I don't know how to explain it really well, but you'll kind of enter here, and it's just gonna be like, if you own a lot of cars, you need a place to, you want to live in a place with cars, you'd have to come over here for the apartment living. Haven't figured out yet. There's not going to be much cars in this area because, well, cars aren't very eco-friendly. Believe it or not. This has been Life Lessons with Minion. There we go. So just like that, this area will grow in. We'll also provide people, which we kind of very much need. There's a huge need right now for people. So, but they're not gonna grow in because there's nothing to actually encourage them to grow in yet. Also, so far there is 188 people living there. Nice. Okay, let's make this what I said it was gonna be from the start. A massive pedestrian zone. Okay, so we're gonna start. Actually, I do want these gone. This is built and ready to go. There we go. We're gonna start in this zone here. So down here is going to be the tourist section of it, while over here is going to be the service and needs section of it. It's going to have a road going like that. And off that road for now, all it's going to have is a basic service point, but this will probably become a large one as the pedestrian area grows, and we'll leave enough space for it to become a bigger one. So we're going to do a small little road out like this that goes across both ways. And in it, we are going to have a very good, very green, very small solar power plant that will power this area. And for now, we do have to do power lines, which kind of suck. I didn't want to do that. But This area needs power. Does need to connect up, which we would do. Good old trusty big box. It also makes them happy. And what I also want to put over here in the trees, just for because I think it would do cool. Roads, radio mist. Get it to line up how I need it to. I think that looks really just cool in the middle of the woods like that. Don't worry, we would design that later on. I'll come back over here. There will be stuff going there, just not right now. Alright. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? It's gonna make a lot of people mad. There we go. So we're about to kick all those people out. History eco-friendly. For now, this is gonna need a power center, which we'll worry about later. Okay, so the reason why this area has a road is because it's gonna go south like this, over like this, and down like that. It's gonna be one of the areas that these people are gonna have to keep their cows, because they're gonna need that, as well as a hospital, because they're gonna need that very badly. And then this hospital in specific will need its own parking, which is going to have on both sides of the building. That's for the hospital only. Well, the parking below the hospital is generally meant for everybody. We are going to build a lot of parking lots, which won't make sense to a lot of people, but it should, because these areas are going to need parking. And then south of here, it's going to be the same thing. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And that would just be for the fire station and police station. And then and now we'll go all the way down. Wait for this road to disappear. But for now we do need them. Just gonna put them on mine power-wise. And then this road's gonna extend all the way down and off this road. Again, just for parking. A majority of the reason I am putting so much parking is, again, these people won't be allowed to have their cars in the pedestrian zone. Which means if they want to have cars at all, then we'll be back here to turn this into a small water park. They can't put them here, which will create a challenge. Anyways, let's build over first pedestrian roads, which is gonna go off this way, like that. So how pedestrian areas work, for those of you who've never seen it used before, pedestrian areas don't actually allow any cars. They will allow garbage trucks, whatnot, service vehicles, emergency response vehicles, your basics. That's all they allow. That's why I like them. This is great for an eco center, because in an eco center, you don't want all these vehicles to be coming up and causing a ruckus. You want as little as possible. But we are gonna put some vehicles on the road here, like some stores, sorry. That way people can come visit, can bring their cars and go shopping. And that's also why we have such large parking lots, because people have to put their cars somewhere. They can't put them inside the eco zone. But they do, again, have to go somewhere. Which for a lot of people creates a challenge. And it's actually what turns a lot of people off about these, is you can't just drive your car in. But you're gonna see that they use but for the stores, actually, hold on, we're gonna use the actual style, which means all of these are gonna get destroyed, but that's fine. I don't care. Okay. And then these have their own little tags and stuff. Anyways, these will grow in. They'll look great. As they grow in, the need for certain things will increase, such as schools and stuff, which is kind of to be expected. Okay, so now we're gonna go south, where we're again gonna use a small road that goes off like this. This will be more offices. Offices I find work best in pedestrian zones when they actually have roads to use, because they act as industry buildings. Those aren't needed. That's better. Ah, close enough. Alright. And then going up from there, this all here, we're gonna remove pedestrian zone from. Grab a park zone and zone this. It's park, because that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna have a small little park, and its main gate is gonna be off the road, because we're gonna want people driving to it, kind of to show it off. Then we're gonna put a small gate here, here, here. Nothing there, and then again, small gate here, and here. So kind of just randomly throughout. And then we are just gonna freeform draw paths. Kinda out and about. And make a natural yoke of them. Take that. It kind of looks like that, so they're very, very hand-drawn, kind of randomly placed looking. And then we're actually gonna destroy these ones, because I had an idea. Destroy the main gate, which we're gonna have to rebuild, but that's okay. Because I want to go here. I think it should be unlocked already. I think it is. No, that's not it. Is that it? No. Maybe it's not already unlocked? It could also just be opening the wrong spot. Hold on. I think it's in here. Yeah, it's already unlocked. Here it is. This is gonna destroy a lot. I'm sorry! Don't know why it terraformed that way. We're gonna destroy it and place it back. Do it again. Maybe if I move it up and do it again. Hold on. Rejigging plan. We'll put it. That's better. There we go. And then what I can do is this tool here. Like that. This. We already need people, you'll get that. so cars are already using it, which is good. And this has high cargo traffic, which is honestly expected. But we should have unlocked, yep, the cargo service point. Small. Okay, I forgot about that. So this isn't going to go all the way down. It's actually going to be so I'm not going to finish that part of the perk yet. But we will put the small perk. Okay. There. Some random chessboards around and about. Just like that. And something else I was gonna put here, but I don't think. Oh, it is unlocked. It's gonna go right off to the side. Gorgeous green temple. We're gonna put anything that I think would fit as like a green style build here. So like the rungs of the city will be probably stuck over here somewhere. Actually, I might even just stick them across. Yeah. Helicopter park is gonna be stuck in here. Even though it's not necessarily green, I think it feels green to me. Can't do that one yet. Birds and the Bees Haven. Be sticking. Not there. We'll stick it in the corner here. Gives you something to see when you walk in. So the idea is that this area in the city is extremely eco-friendly. I've said it so many times, but I want to stress that. That is the important thing here. The more eco-friendly, the better. Small cargo service point. I don't actually want this to be right. Same here. I want them to run right through. And then over here is not going to have nearly enough paying customers yet. Because nobody really has a reason to go up there. Which like, maybe makes sense. Why would you go up somewhere that you have no reason to go up to? Anybody still watching the stream? Do we got anybody here? Those tuning in on YouTube, thank you, and feel free to like and subscribe for more content like this one. I would do my best to keep content coming. It gets difficult at times. Oh yeah, it is. I probably won't do a double stream. I talked about it, I thought about it. There won't be a double stream. I'm not that crazy. I can pretend I'm that crazy. I'm not that crazy. Final Fantasy will be tomorrow night. Alright. Stick some fluffier trees in as well. Just to make this area feel nice and foofy. And extremely full. So one of the things that I would have in an area like this is a lot of trees. The reasoning for this is not just because it's an eco area, but because the city would want to take advantage of the fact that you can bring in tourists by going, oh yeah, we have some of the most trees you'll ever see in a city in an area. And even though in the game, nobody's really, it won't go that far in a game. I kind of want to drag people in by, like, you drive past the main entrance and go, whoa, that's gorgeous. And I want you to feel like you're going in and out of a wooden area. So if there's space, there probably will be trees. And here is where I put the big trees. That's another cool thing about them going underground if they're entering from this side, is they enter in an underground area that looks like this. They'll come up here, and then they'll go back down. Alright. Now this area here is not going to have enough paying customers. And in order to fix that, we need to grow some more. In order to grow, we're going to put couple bridges across the highway. One is going to be in line with this bridge. Right at the end. Oh, these types of roads can't connect. So the nice thing about cars not being able to drive across these, I don't really have to worry about it being car friendly. I just have to worry about it being walking friendly. So it can be a little steep. So we're going to put it in our first housing square. Here. Then right over here. Yeah, this is where it's going to connect again, down there. We should be able to fit. I don't know what way it fits better. It fits like that best. Oh no, it's not. That's the other way. I meant to put this way. Oh yeah, that looks better. I don't think it really matters what way you connect it, but I just saw the logo there. So, there we go. The open air mall is going in the green area, because what I want to do is stick a walking path around the sides like this, and across like this. But and the need for housing is getting high, which is a scary thought. So again, this is why there's so much parking over there. You can't really bring your cows into this, which is sad but true. Alright, and then we're gonna leave. I'm gonna go back to my pedestrian area. Put a road that goes around it, like this too. And I'm gonna go down to about there. Leave those areas blank. Go off like this. And then all the way here. We're just gonna go down a few times. Kinda like that. The area here is gonna split off like this. Well, this one goes all the way down. And then we're gonna stick a chirpy balloon somewhere. It should fit perfectly. Right there. Chirpy balloon ride! Which will make people want to move in. And then off like that. So again, there'll be a couple more housing options with road, which would be highly sought after in an area like this. And then down here, we're gonna put just off the edge there, a small community school, and right beside it, put a small playground that would belong to the school, kind of like that. And go off like that. Here, we're gonna put 2 parking garages. Could of course be another area for people to keep their cars. So the way I imagine this is everyone would just be assigned an area to park their car. So like the people living here would be able to park their cars in here. And some will probably be stuck in the parking lot, which would be a long walk and not be ideal. So I imagine we'll put a couple more car parks in and about, like one right here. That would also apply to the people living in this area. And that's like 500 cars each. So I would say that would hold this entire area of cars. It would just suck to get home at night, because like, oh, you know you'd have to go quite a bit. And then for park-wise, the school's park's gonna go off like this, and go back like that. And they're gonna have a small parking lot there. That would be staff only. You know, that's just a school parking lot. So there'd be a staff only section and then a guest section. And then here, off the road like this, there's gonna be parking. Tons of it. However, none of this park, like, maybe a few spots if needed would be assigned to pedestrians, but most of it won't be, because a majority of it will be used for the Institution of Creative Arts, or this area's high school behind here, is where I imagine most of it would get used. The high school would fight very hard to, like, make the parking theirs unless there was absolutely a need for it not to be, which I'm not gonna blame I wouldn't blame the high school for that. I would agree with the high school, you know, I'd be like, well, what about students coming from elsewhere that have come to our school? They're gonna need parking. What about our staff? They're all gonna need parking. No. Our staff all aren't gonna live in the area. The high school would probably win that battle because they'd be right. And then it would be on the 4-lane road there because, of course, cars can't drive right up to the high school. Take that how you would, by the way, because some people would be like, oh, that's a disadvantage to the high school. You are giving yourself a harder time than you need to. That's probably true. And I want to stick a few more pegs and stuff out and about. Statue Plaza, put that there. Large food truck plaza, I imagine would be right close to the high school. Gives the students somewhere to eat. And right beside it we'll stick an ice cream plaza. That would be a student area. Because of me, that would also be belonging to the school. And we're going to start seeing people move in more and more slowly. And as people move in, the shopping over there will go up. Matter of time. Alright. So what we'd also see here, these wouldn't necessarily belong to anybody, but they would be here. The high school, I imagine, would fight for them to be theirs. Little football fields. And a little soccer field. No. Yeah, they won't have one stands. Can't make it fit. So the reason why I think the high school would fight for these is because they'd be like, oh, we'll maintain them for our students. But the city would be like, no, we need more than just your students here. We need an area for our people to go and just have a good dandy of a time. And I imagine the high school wouldn't be happy about that, but they'd probably accept it in the long run because it gives them access to use said perks. But said perks would have housing and stuff around them, and this is where the high school would be like, hey guys, be careful, because the high school's rand wouldn't surpass that far. And you wouldn't want your students to cost you a lot of money. Because goodness knows that students kind of suck for that. I don't know about most people, but my high school sucks for it. Like really, really badly. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. I also imagine this would be a very hard program to get into. I don't imagine that this school would just accept anybody. Nor would I really expect them to. I imagine you'd have to fight to get into this school. Probably because it is in such a high value area that I don't just see them going, yeah, anybody can come in. They'd be picky, they'd be strict about it. I would want them to be. I feel like that's fair. And then there's some housing options by the high school. Those would be like top wanted housing options. Everybody who's anybody would want to live there. And I don't imagine a lot of people would get to. And then a little sitting area for the students. Like this. Here, we'll do like a outdoor classroom setup. There we go. There's the high school area, which is right by a main tourist attraction. This is partly why I think the school would be so highly chased after, you can't have that nearby and not want to go check it out. It'd be great learning opportunities for the students within the community. You get to look at some advanced housing options. You get to see a bunch of really cool futuristic parts of the world, in my opinion. So I definitely think there'd be tons of interest. If not already having tons. I wonder if this has... Yeah, I didn't know this existed. So, imagine we'd see it used. What I really like about these buildings, by the way, is they all connect to each other. Some are abandoned, though. We don't really have people support right now. The peoples aren't happy. I think I want to do two, just because these are popular areas. You don't need two of those. There we go. Still not enough paying customers. That's to be expected, to be honest. I'm sorry. You know what? If you're going to that hospital, you better be dying. Oh my goodness. Tons of people are dead. Whoa. Death wave? Yeah, we're getting to that point. That makes sense. Oh, that's probably why. We have a full funeral home. Alright. Honestly speaking though, the eco zone is coming out pretty nicely. Very green. Kind of wish it had a bit more popularity than it does, but that would come with time. It's already getting there. Yeah, you're gonna see tons of people on bikes, tons of people walking. Well, we will. And here there's probably... I know! People are just dying everywhere. Imagine that not all these houses... Oh, all these houses are full. Yeah, there's people. People are starting to move around in them. There we go. What we really need is high density. But I don't think we're at the point where high density really will happen yet. So for the high density, besides the high density that's already going in here, which I imagine the majority of where people are living right now, southern part here is going to be... Oh, leveled up. Oh, the perk leveled up. It's 2 stars. We need a name for that perk. I will come up with something. So we're going to build a second service zone that's tiny for now. It will get bigger, don't worry. Kinda like this. And the point of this one is that we'll only serve the high density area. And then off the high density area, again, parking's gonna be is gonna be the battle. It's gonna be parking. Where do I put my car? Oh, you want me to live here? Where do I park? Where do I keep my stuff? So don't be surprised to see around this area a ton of parking. Because honestly and openly, there would be. There would be a butt ton of parking on both entrances, because you figure you would have a lot of people living here. So the outdoor parking would be to like low-income families that are living in these buildings would get. So their parking would be stuck outside. Then we could do more parking on the other side later. But for now, also gonna go like that. One sucky thing would be that every time a high industry personnel wanted to go to the main shopping center, they'd probably have to get in their car. Or there will be cross points over here in the future. But that is a long walk. And if I win one thing in this game, that's okay. The Sims will walk it if they have to. We will leave this area here blank. Haven't decided what's going there yet, but something will. Another parking area. And this here, more or less the same thing. Would just be another parking area. We seriously already did an hour 20? Oh my goodness, we are. Streams like this can move, and I didn't even realize. Okay, I do have work. It's very shortly. It feels like it's creeping up on me. Alright. So more outdoor parking, and then down here in the south will be parking. Okay, and then we take this road. There we go. And then up over here. We do stores. And then office buildings. This whole block would be office. Goes around here. And then after that, we're going to be all city living. Except this zone there, that big circle, I have a purpose for it. Then we're going to spread some parks throughout it. housing's already building in. It's more or less expected. That covers that entire area. And water pipes. Now some of it just needs power, which I don't really want to build. So instead, putting power, I'll build something that fits perfectly. We'll put it in the dog bag, which should jump power across. Yes, it does. Boom, there we go. And now as this area fills in, and we get people living in this area. Beautiful. And what we're gonna need, especially since this area over there is gonna need tons of customers. Also, for anyone wondering, in the eco zone so far, there's already 3,700 people living in it. So this was a pretty nice expansion on the city, and there's going to be tons more. Alright. So the next episode, we'll be building a stadium area here, as well as touching up the university a bit. Because we can. Alright. See you all in the next one. Bye.